Hi, thanks for joining me in this third lesson of melodic jazz improvisation. I hope you enjoyed the other two lessons. This third one is going to talk about two-bar phrasing and using a very simple type of two-measure phrasing to create structure within solos. We're going to try to make the solos sound conversational. The only challenge in this lesson initially is to control your phrasing. You have to make sure that your phrases actually stop after two measures. You don't just keep playing. It shouldn't be too hard to do, but don't continue after a two-measure phrase. If you can get the phrasing part down, then we can overlay some intent onto your improvisation and make it sound really, really great. So we're going to add two-bar phrases over a 12-bar blues, and we're going to follow a really simple roadmap. The roadmap is going to look a little bit like this. So hopefully you were able to follow two-bar phrases in that last example. It's important to note that when you're playing two-bar phrases, they actually stop a little bit before the end of the two measures. You have to have a rest at the end of each two-bar phrase, a little space before you play the next two-bar phrase, or else you just end up with a big run-on idea. The space is going to serve as like punctuation. It's going to sound like a period at the end of the sentence. It's kind of important to do. The best way to practice two-bar phrasing when you're first starting out to improvising is actually not to play two-bar phrases. It's going to be to sing it. I know that's counterintuitive. So what you should do is find a play-along, use your favorite blues play-along that you work with, or if you use applications, use iRealB on your iPad or iPod or Android device. Put on a 12-bar blues and practice singing two-bar phrases with that little space in between each two-bar measure, so you have the pause. There's a great rule in jazz that I'm a firm believer in. If you can't say it, you can't play it. There's no way. So if you have trouble placing phrases vocally over 12-bar blues, have faith that you're going to also have trouble playing them. Once you're good at singing them, it's going to be a lot easier for you to play them. So you definitely want to practice singing two-bar phrases over 12-bar blues before you play them. Once you're comfortable practicing two-bar phrases, once you can sing them, and then once you can play them, practice that for a while. Again, I use this stuff using a blues scale. I think it's easier at first, but all of these concepts work equally well with harmony. Your next step is going to be to overlay some kind of intent onto the two-bar phrase. Playing for two measures does not make great improvisation, not at all. So we're going to lay another level onto that. What you're going to do is you're going to play questions and answers. We're going to play a two-bar phrase. The first one, of course, would be a question, and we're going to follow it by a two-bar phrase where the second one is an answer. Now, if you can't remember what questions and answers were, it's very simple. Questions go up towards the end of the phrase, and answers move in a descending manner. So one moves up and one moves down, just like our vocal inflection would if we were playing. Here's an example of that kind of solo played by my good friend Trent Austin on trumpet. I hope you could hear that solo. It was great. It had a two-bar question followed by a two-bar answer, two-bar question followed by a two-bar answer. It's really conversational. They're fun to listen to. The audience will appreciate it. You should practice it. You should work on playing two-bar questions and two-bar answer phrases. You should absolutely be adding style inflections while you play the two-bar questions and two-bar answers. It's really important. Remember, it's not what you play, it's how you play it. So good luck practicing two-bar phrases with questions and answers. Enjoy the playing. I'll see you next time.